Morning all, me again. Hello, this is How to Murder Feet, a set of hiking videos which probably could be edited quite comfortably down into a 1.5 hour special for the entire trip. I am, well, I don't know where I am really, Peldon 12 it said. This is section 38 or 37 maybe of the England Coast Path to be. I haven't seen a sign since Salcott yesterday, so no acorns for me. So I'm basically on my way along a red line that exists on a planning map mostly. So I'm kind of using my initiative a bit at the moment, but that's good. 8:15 on Wednesday the 1st of May. Oh, hello, what have I done there? Notification bar, okay. Yeah, well, May Day. Of course, it's a Wednesday, so traditionally May Day is a bank holiday in the UK, but it's a Wednesday, so we're getting the bank holiday on the 6th of May, which is next Monday, after I'm back home, so that's good. Bonus holiday for no extra time off. There we go, see, here we go. This is Leave No Trace. I did indeed camp here, I'm not ashamed to admit it, and it was a good spot actually, completely undisturbed all night and this morning. I mean, it took about an hour and a half to pack up this morning. I was a bit sluggish. Slowing down a bit, I think. But yes, look, this is what you do. You leave nothing but a flat patch of grass, and that's not even dead grass. I mean, it's one night of being squashed. That will bounce back up and grow like the rest of it before long. No campfires, no rubbish. That's what you want. Right, so today the plan, so I'm going to Langenhoe, which is about 4 miles that way, for a morning stock up. They got a little shop and hopefully a bench nearby and a bin. I will gorge extensively. Rebuild my stamina. I ache a lot. I didn't sleep very well, but I don't sleep very well anyway, intense. So. But I still feel underneath the aches there's a core of perseverance, let's call it, that will let me keep going today. It rained, well, I mean, as you saw on the video, it rained about 8 o'clock yesterday in the evening. I thought it was going to rain at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock according to the weather. If it did, it didn't wake me up. So. But again, everything covered in condensation on the tent. I had the flaps open and everything, and I just think it's just going to do that. It's a combination of the atmosphere conditions and my breathing. I think I'm quite hot inside my lungs specifically. Yeah, so I've put a wet tent away again. I'll just have to stretch it out in the stairwell when I get home and let it dry for a couple of days. It should be all right for any mildew sets in. Of course, it means it is a bit heavier. Must be about, I don't know, about a whole litre of water on that tent at the moment. Maybe. Anyway, so moving on. So yes, Langenhoe this morning, and then round to Fingringhoe, and I'm going to sort of improvise a bit of a projected ECP route through there. Then we cross a little bridge, and then we go up to, I can't remember what it's called, Rowhedge, something like that. There was a small village, and then up to Colchester itself. There's a suburb of Colchester called Hythe on the southern end, which is probably where we're going to pass through. I'm not going to Colchester town centre, but Hythe might have a few shops and things. And we cross the River Colne sometime early afternoon, I suppose, and then head back down the other side past some various different little villages and things. And I've picked out a spot on the riverbank near an old railway bridge which no longer exists, which I'm thinking the footing of that might make a useful spot. We'll see. So I'm over halfway. You can see I'm wearing the other shirt. Clearly I'm on the second half of a hiking week. I'm wearing the second half shirt. So yeah, clean clothes this morning, which is a small comfort, which will soon fade, I'm sure. I mean, the combination of yesterday's rain and just morning dew anyway it's got the grass rather wet. So I've got the old gaiters on, and I'm not doing the top because that was very long grass last night. When I get across through this gate and style up ahead though, it's going to be very short grass because it's absolutely full of sheep and cows. So I didn't want to go any further yesterday. That should make for some easier going. And yeah, I'm just going to have to dry as I go. Get some suntan stuff on again. I haven't got much good reception where I am at the moment, so I need to get to somewhere where there's a few bars and then check the weather. But I don't believe it was going to rain today. This looks quite fine. This keeps up even for the morning. I'll be good. But as ever, anorak, waterproof trousers, etc. It's all there. Oh, bird box. Owls or something. Kestrels. Don't know if it's occupied. Right, I'm going to get back to the main road and then trudge along it dangerously for a little bit. And then I get to cut sideways and make a country shortcut to Langham, Langenhoe, something like that. All starts to blur together after a while. Anyway, speak to you again soon. Yeah, managed to get off the killer main road now onto a side road. I think I have to go through here. It's all very private, but it does say please keep to the footpath, so they welcome me, and I'm not a bicycle, horse or a dog on a lead, so that's okay. So yeah, the other side and then left, and then I can cut up that way and then onto some country lanes and then into Langenhoe, I think. Good. Even though your visit has been, whatever, CCTV, yeah, I'm not doing anything wrong. Ugh, big solar farm up here, just seen a couple of electrical engineering trucks come through. I shan't be going that far along here though. Little community shop there. Very, very friendly people. Stocking up, get head off soon. Langenhoe. No, that one. Yes, that one. And we're doing just coming up to 10 o'clock. It's good. The whole day ahead of me. Just a distant gunfire fusillade in that direction. A big chunk of the coast corner is MOD firing range, so we're sort of zigzagging our way in and around it all. It's a bit twisty, and there's no signs at all. One day will be a coast path, presumably. I'm to use my own navigation skills to zigzag my way through. I'm heading for Fingringhoe, which is sort of over that way, kind of. Some country park down there. And then back up to some sort of bridge that will take me across another river or back onto the main river, and that will take me towards Rowhedge, which is the next place. So yeah, quite hard going. The blisters are distracting, certainly. Getting on both feet now. Really overpacked, I think, or just not trained enough for that kind of weight. Bit of both, I expect. Noisy. Tracked tractor. See, for dealing with some very marshy country. Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking, this time last year, somewhere around Gillingham, I jacked it in basically because my knee started basically throbbing every time I bent it, and I thought that was a serious enough excuse to quit early and do only 4 days. So that's pretty much the point I'm at now. But my knee's fine. It's the feet. I don't remember the blisters being this bad, but then I think they might have been. I don't know. I have had blisters like this before. I'm sure of it. But I've just filled up all the water at the shop, so now I'm back to full weight, and I've a lot to eat as well, at least a kilo of food. So I'm back to sort of full weight again on the backpack, which is, perhaps a little too heavy. So who knows? I don't know. I mean, whatever plan, it's get to Colchester today before I even decide about bailing early. But no, I don't want to. Apart from the blisters, I think I'm all right. And generally, I power on through the blisters and then worry about it in the following week. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. More inclined to keep going than not, but we'll see by the time I get to Hythe and the bridge at Colchester. I mean, Hythe itself has a station pretty much there, so there's a whole branch line on the opposite side of the Colne that goes down to Clacton, with a couple of stations. I'm pointing at a hedge. You imagine you can see through the hedge. But yeah, there's basically a branch line that runs from Colchester down to Clacton. I'll be taking it to come home, and there's several stations along the way, so at any point on the far side of the Colne, I can just get on a train and come home. So that was a useful contingency. I've been seeing a lot of buses in all the little villages I've been exploring this week so far, so it's good. A reassuring sight, actually, a bus. It means I can get out of here if it all goes wrong. Safety line, Just going to sit for a little bit and then carry on trudging. Just feel like trudging. It's all roads at the moment, quite a lot of road work, which I suppose is good but also bad. Duck into hedges away from traffic a lot at the moment. Oh, does sound like I'm not enjoying myself, but I am really. So that's Fingring Hoe Wick Nature's Discovery Park thing. It just goes down, there's nothing else there, come back again. I don't actually want to go down there. I need to take this short path across here, which cuts along and then takes me north to Fingring Hoe proper. I think these are all broadly where the England Coast Path will go one day. Oh, it's hard going though. Basically it hurts when I walk, hurts more when I stop. So yeah, I'm seriously considering stopping at Hythe at Colchester now. Make this a 4-dayer after all. I don't know what I've done wrong. I've overpacked or underprepared or something. But yeah, when the fun stops, stop and all that. I don't really want to do any permanent damage to myself. Don't know that I would, but I'm always meant to ease into this gently. But maybe my very original plan of just going to Colchester was the right one. But I can if I stump on today and continue the route I was going to do anyway. I think I should get to Hythe around 4 o'clock, somewhere near a station, which will give me time to get home again today. Cross the trains if they're not all in a muddle, in a state. And then I don't know, think about something else to do for the remaining 2 days I would have had to have spent down to Clacton. Maybe reschedule that for September, or maybe an interim trip in midsummer, who knows. I mean, if I really pushed it, and I really don't want to, but if I really pushed it, I could potentially day trip some of this stuff. I'm still broadly on the absolute limit. I mean, the furthest away I've been day tripping on this Coast Path thing was Seaton, first week after I got rained off on week 7 of the South West Coast Path. And I ended up from pretty much finishing the last day. I sort of jacked in the last day because of concerns about hypothermia. I came back and did that with the car. It was a bit of a drive, but I don't know, about 200 odd miles or so. But doable if you're obsessed with a passion like I am. And this is about the same distance away from where I live, plus the M25 is, you know, whimsical, but a good road when it works. I could very much, I mean, some of this stuff I've done this week so far, I don't think I could have day tripped because there's no public transport between A and B, and there's all sorts of linkages that would have made it very difficult to get any serious mileage done. But who knows, the bit from Colchester down to Clacton, don't know. Or maybe I'll do a little backpack week in the weekend, yeah, in the summer perhaps. Try and work out how much of this I don't need, quite a bit of it I think. And then also, you know, get on the couch to 5k or do some sort of exercise. It's not the physical fitness, I'm all right. I'm not, you know, having heart attacks, or my knees are okay, my legs are okay, it's just the soles of my feet. Not used to this much weight for this long, I think. That's basically it, but it does, you know, it's a wince every step, which is, you know, sort of making me not really enjoy this much. I'm normally so happy-go-lucky. And of course, every time I stop and drop the bag and sit down, when I stand up again, it's like, ah, God, because all the blood's rushed into the affected area whilst the weight was off them. Makes them super tender when I stand on it again. And then it takes another sort of 100 metres or so to even get that level of pain back down to the original level of pain. I know, maybe I should just chug some paracetamol and hope for the best. The trouble is that, well, that way lies permanent damage, because you sort of dull it all and then you just think, oh, I'm fine, and just run your stumps ragged as you are completely oblivious to it. So I'm thinking just carry on with today as planned till about mid-afternoon when I reach the bridge at Colchester, and then head for the station instead. Draw up, stick a pin in it. Still miles accomplished. I mean, I had, yeah, I still think that's about 60 miles done anyway, even at that point, so it's worth, yeah, much like the Margate week, I suppose, quit while I can, you know. Only I can really judge my own state of body and mind. Feel free to comment all the way, add as many comments as you like about what a wuss I am, but frankly, it's up to me. But yes, I don't know. First time with the big bag on for over a year. and I've put about, I don't know, must be at least 3 or 4 extra kilos in there since last time. Extra bits of clothes, and I packed a whole load of cold weather stuff because I thought it would be chilly. It was last week, but no, this is perfectly normal temperature for the time of year at the moment. Will be for the rest of the week. So that's a pair of thermal leggings, some extra hats, gloves, etc. A whole jumper, a warm winter jumper in there. And then I've got an extra litre of water, which has proved to be useful, but I don't know. I always managed with 2 before. It got a bit touch and go towards the end of the day, but then there was always more shops around. I don't know. That's clearly affecting my speed, if nothing else. Maybe I did push too hard in the last few days. I seem to remember a few pieces to camera. I was smugly pointing out what extra mileage I'd done that day. This is the cost, I guess. Anyway, the only way out from here for me for now is to get to Colchester, which is pretty much along the route I was going to do anyway, which I think I can probably manage. It'll be gritted teeth most of the way, but not sure I'd want to add another 2 days on top of this, to be honest. And it's a shame, it's a nice day. Lovely scenery, surroundings, but all I can think about is my feet each time I put one down on the ground, which is just not the way to be doing this. Chap I met on the first day going the other way, he's B&B in it, doing it day by day in B&Bs. Beginning to think that might be the way in future. Splash a bit of cash. It's not like I can't afford a B&B. I camp out of choice, not financial necessity. Perhaps the logistics of it all means that you can either camp or hike 80 miles, not both, you know. I don't seem to remember having any problems like this on my the stuff I was doing over the winter, all around the dengue marshes and all that stuff. I mean, that was with the car, but I could use local buses and B&Bs and things. Pick a reasonably central one to base out of. Colchester would have done, yeah. Bear in mind, if you draw a straight line from Malden to Clacton on sea, that's only 20 miles. I could probably train and bus to various jumping off points all up and down that route. And it's likely to be quite similar for most of the way going north. And there's not that many straight 80-mile lengths. And then, well, maybe I'll just, get a bus between 2 different B&Bs. It's all doable. Or maybe just drive up to these places, use the B&B as a base, work the car into it all somehow. Essentially turn it into a whole lot of car-based day trips, only I don't have to drive home again each time, which is the killer. Maybe that's the way to do it. Pick a hotel in a nearby major town and just commute from there for the week. There's lots of options that don't involve carrying oh my god, it must be 20 kilos. I remember I forgot to weigh it this time. But I remember weighing it before some of the Cornwall and Devon trips, south of the coast. I think it was 16, 17 kilos in the bag. It must be 20 now. And that's, too much, I think, for what essentially amounts to a raw newbie again, like me. Here I am making all the excuses again. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Let's finish today. And then we'll talk more when we get to Colchester. Well, I'll talk more in between, obviously, but I'm not going to bitch about my long-term health issues. So that over there must be the other side of the Colne, that little white house. Can't see the river itself, it's over the hill. So we are heading upstream, and whereabouts that would be. Wivenhoe? I don't know, not quite sure where we're level with. There's like little villages all on the other side as well, which we may now no longer see this week. Right, head down, trudge on. Working back into Fingringhoe now. Coming back away from the river to cross the footbridge. I think I see a pub signboard there, so if that's actually open I might stop for a lemonade. I can certainly use one. It's about 9 minutes past 12, hopefully they're open. Primary school, church, not a lot else. I don't think there's any shops here. Lemonade will do me. Pint, yes, with the ice. Blood in the lilac. Must take decades to get that. good. Actually, I think it's wisteria. They've got olives too. A couple small ones on there. So I go down that road next, go down the hill to a river, cross the river, turn right onto a footpath that follows back to the main river, and it's just stomp on up to the bridge. Don't know. Done some checking. As long as I get to Hythe station by about 5:30 today, I should be good to go. Should be good to get home. I'm predicting about 4 o'clock, but we'll see. Because I've still got to get myself, home, stumping about railway platforms, stairs, and possibly a 2-mile walk when I get home as well. It depends what the bus is like. So, yeah, probably a good point to cut my losses. I'm not worried. Not disappointed. It was a good run. Anyway, we're not there yet. So I think that is Rowhedge on the far side of the Colne. And once we're across this little Millhouse bridge thing, we cut right and find our way back towards the proper river. Done with Fingling Hoe on the peninsula here. Yeah, slowing down a bit, I think, which is a problem because I've got to be at the station by 5:30. It's just about 12:30 now. Well, I mean, Google thinks that a straight line walking route from here along sort of the road is about 4 miles. Thinks it'll take me 1 hour and 4 minutes. Not me, not today, no. But even if I'm half that fast, it still puts me there for about 2 or 3. Plenty of options to get homeward from there. Basically red line down to Stratford, and then to Elizabeth line to Paddington, black line to back where I live. Yeah. No, I think I'm making the right call, to be honest. I mean, I'm going to stick to the coast path back to the bridge and to the station, but this was always my contingency plan, and well, I suppose I'm just using it really. No shame in that. So, this looks a bit muddy. At least we're off the roads again. They're starting to hurt my feet a bit. Plus also my left boot squeaks on tarmac, I don't know why. More tin problems. Yeah, you can see the seawall there. I'm going to pass across here and up on top of it and away. Stomp on home. Good. Place. Just stumble out of the fens and here we are. I'm technically cutting a corner here, but needs must when there's a train to catch. Anyway, there's no England coast path here. I've been looking and checking for days. Back on the Colne. There's Rowhedge. Couple of nice looking pubs there, but I've already stopped for a lemonade quite recently. And also if I stop, it hurts when I start again. I know, it's not right. So I just need to follow this upstream, see where we end up. Well, here we are, Rowhedge still. I've been doing some times and maps and calculations and things. I'm not sure I'm going to get there before the last train. I'm really slowing down at the moment, which is not good. It looks like I'm doing the other part. To back over there at some point. Yeah, the way my feet are blistering up and stuff. It took me an hour to get here from that last pub, and I don't know if that's a mile. So, and I just started slowing down. I've thrown some water away because I didn't think I need it now. Dropped 2 bottles into the hedge, emptied 2 bottles out into the hedge. So it's 2 kilograms lighter. Kept the bottles, obviously I want to reuse them, but and you can feel the difference, yeah. But the damage is already done, I think, and I just think, God, I'm in considerable danger of missing the last connections back to home today. So if there's any other problems with the trains between here and there on the last one, that could be it. You can see the train line over there. You can just see it flashing through I can hear it anyway. Yeah, there it is. So that's the train line from Colchester to Clacton, which I would be using to come back in 2 days' time, but I don't know, I just done myself a mischief really, haven't I? Which is a shame. So I'm going to probably stop here. There's a bus from here that goes to Colchester soon, and then from Colchester I can just mosey on back to home. So that means I'm going to have to come back here and finish this last stretch before I go on and over and do the other side as well. Ow, 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 ow. But yeah, I mean, it's much worse when I sit down for a bit and then stand up. It takes ages for it to numb off. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do myself permanent damage. It will heal eventually, but it's going to be a couple of weeks where I can walk confidently in the countryside again. I'll be shuffling to and from the car from now on for a while. Yeah. Stupid. You think I'd, be somewhat seasoned at this, to have some idea of what I'm doing, but clearly not. It's been too long since I've done any serious hiking. And I think I've got a much heavier bag than I've ever had before. That was stupid as well. I need to pare down on that, look at some ultralight stuff. Or just jack in the camping thing and start B&B and day tripping and things again, It's the path that's the thing, not the sleeping arrangements, There's nothing about my life quest that dictates I must carry 16 kilos worth of junk around on my back when I do it. So perhaps small B&B stuff, perhaps I'm getting to that age. I'm 49 this year, so and I'm definitely heavier than I should be, and I've got type 2 diabetes as well, which probably ought to be keeping more of an eye on. So all in all, yeah, I think that might be it for this trip. I'm going to go and see if I can find this bus stop then, and just try and sit down for most of the way back to my house from here. But yeah, Rowhedge, not bad. I don't know, what's that, 50 miles? 50 to 60, something like that. I'll have to measure it up. But it's all miles in the bag on a section of England coast path that at best is poorly signed and at worst is not there at all. So yeah, this is always going to be a difficult stretch of the world, difficult part of the country, and it is. Anyway, I'll have to come back and have a go at the other side of this river another time, down to Clacton, and then pretty much once you've done Clacton it's up to Harwich and then back inland for another massive set of river estuaries. So chipping away at this, I think, slow and steady wins the race or something. My morale's at a bit of a low as well, as you might imagine. So anyway, I'm going to sign off here then, and yeah, thanks for following and watching and stuff, and I have not given up. I definitely will attend to the next bit in some fashion, and you'll see that soon enough. But I think for this trip I'm going home. I've had enough. So see you later. Goodbye.